We're here at Citrix Synergy in Atlanta, Georgia, and we're visiting the Liquidware booth. Can you tell me a little bit about the company and what you're showing here at Citrix Synergy?
Sure, we're Liquidware. This is our 10th year in business, so we're pleased about that. Our anniversary was just a month ago. We were founded right here in Atlanta, so it's somewhat fitting to be talking to you today, Brian. Thanks.
Right.
We provide adaptive workspace management that works across any Windows type of desktop, not just Citrix. And that includes our application layering, our user environment management, and our monitoring diagnostics solutions. I'd like to tell you a little bit more about our user environment management and application layering today.
Great.
What they do is they enable users to go across any type of Windows desktop. So the end of life for Windows 7 standard support will be in January, so most organizations need a plan to get off of that. If you're running ProfileUnity and you have your users under management, you don't even need to migrate them because we ensure that the user profile will be pulled in both directions. It's a solution that's compatible with profile container technologies like ProfileDisks that you'll find in our own solution, or even one from Microsoft known as FSLogix. I've got the interface that's here in front of us, and you'll see that it is one integrated management console. So some of the benefits about this is that managing your users could not be easy. You don't find yourselves going to multiple management consoles. Our FlexApp application layering is deeply integrated right into the product. We also have advanced features like our application rights management that include application restrictions and privilege elevation. So with ProfileUnity, you end up with the best of both worlds. Profile containers that can go fast across any VDI environment and make for a robust experience, whether you're running Office 365 or OneDrive caches. And then you also have profile portability. So that combination is exclusive to us in the industry and something that a lot of enterprise organizations really benefit from. I'd like to tell our existing customers also what's new recently and what's coming up soon. So with ProfileUnity, recently we shipped a version known as 6.8, which offers the fastest ProfileUnity client ever. So executing at logon is very quick now. It speeds the login process greatly when compared to roaming profiles or any other type of profile solution. We have a licensing server that's truly built in now, so we can do true concurrent licensing and know which users are logged in. We also have deep integration with the Amazon Marketplace for their billing. We also have that coming up for the Azure Marketplace as well. Coming soon, we'll have multi-session profile disk containers and also universal folder registry and redirection. So you're not going to be encumbered by the limits of not knowing which folders that you can redirect out of a profile any longer.
Right.
You can seamlessly do any type of folder that falls under the user's profile. With our FlexApp type solution, FlexApp layering for any type of desktop, we're delivering applications. Not only that, but we can bring in MSI packages. We're already fully compatible with being able to attach an MSI package with FlexApp today. So some of the things that we recently introduced was object-based storage. So we can store a FlexApp package, a VHD if you will, in the cloud on AWS, on Google Cloud, or in Azure as well. We have the AppStream integration with Amazon that I mentioned earlier. So we make it image management dramatically simpler and more straightforward when you're using Amazon AppStream. FlexApp has now a cached mode that will come down from SMB or cloud. So it's exclusive to us in layering that we offer this ability to have the layer come down locally and not be interrupted from any kind of network hops or anything, so the user can go uninterrupted with their applications that have been layered to the desktop. Coming soon in the second half of this year, we'll have FlexApp cloaking, so you can actually cloak, basically hide the application that may be layered to the entire, say, an RDS server or WVD server from all other users. We'll be able to retroactively merge layers that may have pre-existed. So if you had two FlexApp layers, you can merge them into one VHD. Sometimes you might want to do that to speed up the login process, or maybe these two applications were more compatible when they were layered together. And we'll have two new ways to layer applications. Post-login, so applications will flow in after a user's logged in, again, speeding up the login process. And then on the trigger point, say a trigger has occurred in a user session, maybe in an education institution, and they have found themselves in the science lab. We detect that it has occurred because maybe ICA reconnected or PCOIP reconnected. And when we detect that occurred, we realize that they are in the science lab, and now we're layering an application down to the desktop so they get their applications just in time. A lot of those things are exclusive from FlexApp, and you'll find us continuing to innovate in the area of application layering and user environment management while remaining compatible with other solutions in the market that might provide standard profile benefits.
Good. And I understand you're also showing another product here, Stratosphere.
We are. There's several new things in Stratosphere, but I'm going to let Kevin introduce that and tell you what's new in Stratosphere.
Thanks, Jason. For Stratosphere UX here at the show, we're showing a couple of cool things. Broadly, Stratosphere version 6 has been shipping for a little while. I want to highlight two features of Stratosphere 6 that have gotten quite a bit of excitement here at the show. First, I want to show you a new process optimization feature within Stratosphere. Process optimization allows us to focus on the applications that are being used most often by users and de-emphasize or de-elevate those processes that may be capturing resources and taking away user experience from those in-focus applications. The feature is actually quite easy to employ. It's installed as a function of our Stratosphere connector ID key, and so within the connector ID key settings, you simply define a profile setting for the process optimization feature. You can exclude specific paths. So for example, you don't want to elevate or de-elevate any of your Citrix processes or applications, but you can also explicitly exclude, explicitly raise, lower, and we very recently offered an ability to immediately terminate processes the second that the Stratosphere connector ID key sees them present in RAM.
Oh, cool.
The second feature I'd love to show you is our spot check feature. Spot check allows you to define specific KPIs or specific metrics with threshold values. So for example, here I've defined a spot check configuration that includes 4 metrics: connections sent in kilobits, connections received, connection latency, and visit count, excuse me. And so for anybody who's visiting Facebook in this example, we're going to capture and collect these information. Because my threshold values are 0, it's going to show for everyone within the organization. So when I perform a spot check function here, you see I get those metrics as defined, which is really a great way for you to define specific metrics for Stratosphere, to define a level or measure of success for key performance indicators and components within your organization that are really important for you to laser focus on. Overall, it's just a great way for you to lower the barrier of entry for folks to use Stratosphere in a more proactive way, measuring KPIs and other elements that contribute to the user experience.
Not you. No.